Starting with the shoulders, take one arm up, palm facing inwards or forwards, and the other arm down, palm facing forwards. Reach long through both arms. So we start to get some lengthening there. And lengthen up through the spine. Take the arms out, so simultaneously one arm comes down and the other arm comes up. So keep the energy going through the arms, reaching long through the arms. And you'll feel this through the shoulders, probably through the arms, maybe through the backs of the shoulder blades as well. Keep a little connection in the core muscles just by gently drawing the tummy button in towards your spine. So really working on the muscles around the shoulder joints, keep lengthening the arms. So suggest maybe 6 or 7 or up to 10 on each side. And then we're going to follow that with some little pulse movements to open out the front of the chest and the shoulders. So reaching long through the arms here. I'm going to ask you to take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, we're going to pulse the arms back for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just bring the arms down, rest them. When we're doing that pulsing movement, I'm going to ask you to draw the tummy button in towards the spine so that the torso stays quite still, okay? And then we just do that isolation of the movement just to get into the front of the shoulders and the arms here. So arms out again, shoulders want to be drawn down through the back so we're not up here. Reach long through the arms, have a breath in, and then as you breathe out, we're going to pulse back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring the arms down. So again, you could do that movement up to 10 times if you're very tight across the shoulders. So just really, that's the more you do it, the more lengthening work you're going to get there. So great movement if you spend a lot of time at your desk or driving, anything where our shoulders are a little bit forward. We're going to move to the legs, and we're going to stretch the quad muscles. So big muscles in the front of the thighs. You can hold on to something. So I'm going to hold on to something just to save me from toppling over this morning. So bring the knees quite close together so we're not out here, and then draw the knees in. Freestand if you want to. You want to feel that stretch through the front of the thigh. Keep nice and tall as you're doing this, and really focus on something still if you're using this as a balance exercise as well. And really working into the foot that's on the floor to help you balance. So great exercise for runners, cyclists, hikers, or just anybody. We want to keep all the muscles in good condition. So even if you're not into your fitness in a big way, even walking will use all of these muscles. So we all walk. So hold that for a count of about 40, and then we'll change sides. So other leg comes up, bring it in, find your balance, focus on something still, and pull that knee back until you feel that thigh stretch. I don't feel much on this side. Both legs feel quite different, and that would be quite normal. So, but it's a good practice to do both sides, of course. So just hold it there. So again, count of 40. I'm not going to hold for a full count of 40, but if you're at home doing it, do it for 40. And then bring that leg down, give it a shake out. The next movement I'm going to show you is down on the floor, and it's for mobilizing the spine. We call it cat stretch in Pilates. So come down to the floor, and we're going to start in all fours, shoulders above your hands, hips above your knees. The tops of your feet want to be flat to the floor, and the hands directly beneath your shoulders. So from here, starting with a flat back, a great visual to help you arch the back is imagine drawing the pubic bone towards the belly button. So if I do that now, that will arch my lower back, and then I continue to arch my mid and my upper back, and drop the head down. So push away from the floor through the hands, take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, leave the head down as long as you can. Lift the tail, dip the lower spine, the mid spine, the upper spine, and lift the head for a breath in. As you breathe out, leave the head up if you can, and start to draw the pubic bone towards the belly button again. That will enable you to arch your lower back. So we're really opening out the lower back, the mid back, the upper back. Head drops down, breathing in. Leave the head down as long as you can, and lift the tail. Dip the lower spine, mid spine, and upper spine. I've got my arms straight, but you can slightly soften them as well if you want to. So leave the head up for as long as you can, and then we'll drop the tail under. So we're really working this kind of little ripple effect up the spine, opening up the spaces between the vertebrae, really stretching all the muscles through the back. Try and keep the hips above the knees and the shoulders above the hands. So then again, lift the tail, let the tummy drop down towards the floor. So we kind of think about a belly stretch as well. And finally lifting the head, shoulders drawing back down through your back. And again, tuck the tail under, pubic bone to belly button, arching the lower, the mid, the upper back, drop the head down, deep breath in. And then when you're ready, let's lift the tail, dip the lower spine, mid spine, upper spine. And then we're going to take it back to, we call this shell stretch, or in yoga, child's pose. Take the knees wide. You may not have that same range of movement, so be careful of your knee joints. Just go back as far as you're comfortable. Head can rest down. So this movement you can hold for a good minute or so, and then restack your spine. To come up into standing, if you've no issues with your back, we'll roll back up, or you can squat up if your back needs a little bit more care. So we come on into a crouch position. So onto the balls of your feet slightly apart for balance. And then we take the heels to the floor. Slowly extend the legs, and then with your core engaged, so pull the belly button to the spine, let your arms hang, and then slowly restack the spine, tuck the tail under as soon as you can, and lengthen up. And then once you're back in standing, just for good measure, let's bring the arms all the way up, breathing in and breathing out. So one more time, breathing in and breathing out. So that short session should just hopefully have opened out the shoulders, sorted out the thigh muscles, and then started to mobilize your neck and back. So I really hope you enjoyed that.